and the mandate to fearlessly demand from you, the top three, to give us explanation why you are disagreeing, to the extent that you want other people in prison. Normally, the speaker went to prison, and the other councillors have been on the run. Everywhere I've been calling, I've been receiving calls. I'm hiding here, I am hiding here, I am hiding here. Just because there is somebody who wants to arrest. And that's the true position. It is exactly what was happening here. It is therefore very sad that we start hearing such communication is within the council and the like. From a person of low understanding like us, and maybe because I've not been a councillor yet, so I don't know how these things work, but from my own knowledge, the mayor heads the executive, and he has that function of supervising the whole team which is working. Then we also know that the speaker has her own responsibility also. She's in charge of the council, and the council makes policy and also does the oversight function through committees or another way of looking at how the workers are working. Then the town clerk leads the executive functions of the union, of the council, and commanding the staff to do what they should do in implementing council resolution and also implementing government to indicate that you received a message, and that message was looking at the technical people who were handling the finances and whatnot. Then how did the issue of the council on 4% come in? Because it became an issue against which these councillors were running away. How did it come? So they were specifically looking at the collection, the utilization of the town clerk on the issue of 4%. For us, we are now we are put in a space where we cannot understand. Between the divisions and the city, who were the rightful people, legitimate position to pass the percentage? Because we are looking at the divisions, after passing the divisions budgets, it became incorporated, and it became that since they have approved, it is 8%. Is that the legitimate position? Or we are, so who is misleading the other now?
The town clerk, to talk to the speech of the town clerk, because I know he's a commissioner in the local government. I know he is the head technocrat of this district. I know he is the accounting officer and responsible for whatever we are discussing about. You know, sometimes we lose track when we run to the mayor, we run to the speaker, the other people, but the real person here who either manages this town or mismanages it is the town clerk. Now, this is the fourth time we are having an engagement that I am involved, discussing about the same issues. And there seems to be no way out. For how long are we going to be in this status? When we started these meetings, we wanted to beat the deadline of the budget, of the budgeting process. I think it was around April. And town clerk was emphasizing, make sure we come up with the rate before, so that we are able to come up with And then we came here and discussed and said, okay, fine, let's ensure that we don't stall council work. Now, we want to be frank, and I want the town clerk also to be frank with us. We are not going to allow for you to play cards, other cards on the table, while you are hiding other dangerous cards below the table. And that is exactly what the town clerk is doing. When we met town clerk, when we first had a meeting here, which the RCC came late, but he ably came and attended to us. Even the town clerk said he was busy, he came around, but we held him here. He asked us to have a follow-up meeting with him, the executive, which we did in his office. When we were in his office, I noticed that the man was so casual that there were no minutes taken, that there was no attendance, nothing written on it. Me as a senior civil servant, I knew he was playing cards, showing that he's doing something when in actual sense he's not doing anything. Town clerk, if I'm lying, if we're not in your office, you tell the audience that I am lying. Omayinta abasubuzi baba tebakola ki tebasoma era tebategeera bw'ojja wano n'obasomera ki amateeka ne bakola ki. My friend, I am of the second generation of the other old businessmen. Many of us are of the second generation, and those people took us to school so that we can safeguard this town. Now, I want you to tell this house who is supposed to determine the rates. Now, you are here lamenting as the head of civil servants. I know you were not appointed town clerk. I know you started as a junior officer. And you raised up through the system. We thank God for your brilliance. Now, I am sure you had these challenges that many of these civil servants are facing today. But do this, and we're not pulling you down. Today when you stand here and you say, I have now handed them over, every man with his cross, you are not doing your rightful role of a steward. A steward who has been given over 200 or 300 or 500 staffs to look after. You told us in that meeting, much earlier in March, that Kutose had a problem. Town clerk himself. Kutose had a problem of 7 million. That was very important. Mzee Wamugo was there. For us, we need earlier on. I don't know. I have also just come from Kampala. I have also talked to those people of State House. And I've also picked the interest. I want to give them more information. What did the town clerk do? What did the town clerk do about this Kutosi he had been talking about for the 6 months he was here? Which action did you take? Did you ever call other people to counsel him? Because I want to tell you, for us as Bamasab, we want to see our children as town clerks. And there is no way they are going to come from university and become town clerks. They must pass through these local governments of ours and grow. But they must grow with the town clerks who are able to guide them. Now, Martin, whom we are thinking he has reached a certain level, is now being pulled where? Down. He may be having his own weaknesses. But for us as the people of this land, we also want to see our children leave this local government and be appointed by the central like you. So don't think we are going to be happy by saying, you see, Higeni was mismanaging this and this. You as the head of the technocrats, which actions have you taken before you pull those people? Because eventually when we went to police, and then we asked the police, what has the speaker done? Those people, and here it is you yourself who are paid in Riga. We got information from the people at the council. So we said, but what have you charged? You are talking of charges. What charges have they prepared on these people? There are no charges. So this must stop. This must stop. You cannot fight our own children who are coming up.
For example, I remember he told us in his office where our member is saying he was so casual. I remember he assured us that for me, if council doesn't approve the valuation roll and the rates, I am going to exclude it from the budget. Isn't this what he said? So how comes now that he's telling us that the budget is done?
Not everybody reads those newspapers, because I saw you flashing adverts in the papers. I don't know what percentage of people look at those newspapers. To know that there's a valuation code, there is this. You are going legalistic. You get the point, legalistic. The thing was put in the papers. They even complain. You get the point? That's being legalistic. Not 100% people look at those what? Our people have been telling your office that there was a problem with coming up with this valuation role. And like my brother said that your office has been engaged a number of times. You get the point? Now, instead of looking at how was this arrived at, is there a point in this? Call the person who compiled this valuation role. Interrogate him. What happened? I think that would be the right.
Town clerk, you wouldn't have been a bad person. I was totally convinced the first time we met. You initiated this association to be made. But to my displeasure, I feel there's some bit of double standards within you. I personally attended all the meetings that we had with you, with my interim committee. You actually confirmed to us that I want to pass this budget, but something that is obstructing me is the property rates. I want this rate. Let these people decide. If it is 1, if it is 2, 12, they just tell me. Because me, I will just implement what they have passed. But unfortunately, you are not working out with that plan. You were doing your own things, I think, to buy the time. And to confirm, your fellow town clerk confirmed to us that those councillors have no mandate. This budget has already been passed. And they passed it through the budget without them knowing. They signed what they don't know. So what are they speaking about the percentages? And now I'm totally convinced with that the speaker said that the meeting was held. You say you are not part of the meeting. As long as you send a representative to attend the meeting, then you are part of it. It's just like these documents have been seen where you signed. These documents actually legally, they bind you, Mr. Town Clerk. I don't want you to use anger. Anger is not going to take us further. The best way is to contain yourself. If the last financial years we have been having, you are telling us that all the monies that were collected, you don't know where it has been going. Now, if this little money that was being collected, you don't know where it is going, how do we entrust you people with big money? First, show us that you have the capability of handling the small money that you are receiving. Then we can commit ourselves to give you the big money.
And passed the percentage of for the city council. That's the fact. And I didn't attend that council because I had another commission, but I was represented by the technical staff. Now, the divisions passed 8%. That is also a fact, and I have the minute extracts for the 3. Now, what is left is to submit this to the minister. The minister will decide. I am expected to do that. That the council has taken this decision. I have met that officer over 10 times. Over 10 times in this matter. Guiding him and also explaining that I am supposed to appear in the court to defend the city. But what am I going to use to defend the city? We even arrived at a position where the lawyer, the other people, so the contractor's lawyer, said, for me, what I need is that my client should be paid. My client should be paid. Then my question was, who pays? If the city went ahead and paid, yet money was released, what was that? So they even agreed that they are going to find out the money and pay. That is the issue of mayor school. Then the 7 million we are talking about, that the town clerk has not done anything. That is a matter of 2013. 2013, and I want to believe they were town clerks here. What magic do you expect to have come with? If this matter has been there from 2013 today, and the inspectorate is following, they are now holding me as a sitting town clerk for non-implementation. I think to be fair to me. Yes.
It is true that these three people, you and the mayor and the county clerk, you need an induction to Tororo to go and make back, so that you can come back and you guide this how we should run. Yes. Because the things which we are doing here, we are doing outside the law. But another CC, I'm a long-serving councillor. We have never sat here in this council when we are making our policies and we be questioned in maybe police and we are in court. We have immune in local government act which can protect us the way we should run the council. We have freedom of speech when we are in councils. But into my surprise, Banara Sisi, when the anti-corruption unit came here, you are the three people who are supposed to guide those people, the anti-corruption people. By the way, they stormed here, you could have given them the advice how we should run. But into my surprise, some of us we ended up running away, going to exile. Just me, I'm a councillor. I'm entitled to go for monitoring. Some of us we went to these houses, whereby we found that most of these houses, they have no tenants.
No? Yes.
They have no tenants. How are you going to value such a house which has no tenants? But now CC, these houses, most of them have been turned into residential houses where people are just occupying. They are not making business. Like now, like evening hours, when you try to go this road, Cathedral Road, you find that at night you find the homes are out, the street boys are out. They have nowhere to accommodate. Let us come here and make policies which are going to help people in Mbale. Let us not come here to make confusion, to create confusion among ourselves. Banana CC.
Give more time. You give more room between the TC and the speaker, the mayor, and the people concerned to talk about this issue before it goes to Kampala. Let's not hide the tempers. We rush to Kampala. Everything should be done here before Kampala. So can we create more time? Because I see there are tempers and whatever. Because if the town clerk does not work with the speaker, this town won't survive as it is supposed to move. It won't move as it's supposed to move. So can we first create harmony before we rush to Kampala? Between the DC and the speaker, and because what happened, because speaker in prison, really the temper is still high and whatever. So I request that that report doesn't go to Kampala as of now. You be the mediator between the two. You sit and see this 4%. Can we maintain it? And why did we pass the? And why did they pass the?
To rely on each other. We shall rely on each other. And that if there are issues, I already told the town clerk and the mayor that in as far as what is coming out in the city is concerned, we may need not to have a council, but we need again also to call all the councillors, and if possible, all the councillors of also the divisions, so that we discuss some of these things in-house and correct certain mistakes. There are some mistakes which members, I can tell you, they are just creation of ourselves. Even when people are pleading like this, for me I think Pata is just very sorry, the way you are frying yourselves and you are roasting. Then when you are nearing to death, you say, I should not have done this. But the fact is, like the chairman has said, I also do